This is Shaun Nordlie, Community Manager here at Hemlock Farms. Going to start with the board meeting this Saturday at 8:30. It's a hybrid meeting, conference center, then also on Zoom if you're interested. On the agenda this week is 3 projects up for approval by the board. Number 1 would be decking at the clubhouse. This would be to replace the decking between basically the indoor pool and the outdoor pool. Looking at using kind of a Trex system there rather than the wood that is there now. Second one is retrofits of vehicles. There's 3 vehicles up for this, and rather than replace those vehicles with a new vehicle, what we're doing is keeping the chassis but then changing out the bodies of these. Saves us money right now, which is a great thing, rather than going out to buy these trucks, which can cost $100,000 or more. So what we do is keep the chassis, redo the body, which is starting to rust out in that from the summer plow, or the winter plowing rather, and gets us essentially almost a new vehicle. So we've got 3 of those coming to the board for approval. And then the last one is cybersecurity, and this comes from the IT committee. And what this is testing our IT network and making sure that our cybersecurity that we have is in place, or show us any weaknesses that we might have so we can improve upon that. You never know. This day and age, you always hear about different things going on with cyber and all of that. And we don't store any important information for members. We don't have social security numbers or credit cards, but we do have public information that we do hold. So this is just a test for this, something that we've been talking about for more than a year. So that's going to the board, those 3 projects. Once we get approval, we'll start moving on those and get that going. Next, I want to talk about delinquency letters. If you've not addressed your 2024 dues yet, you'll be receiving a letter in the mail, and in July we start filing civils on those. So please, if you haven't done that yet, call the office, come into the office, talk to the accounting staff, and work out either a payment plan or pay for your dues. But come July, we're going to be starting the civil complaint process for anybody that has not paid your dues yet. Next, I want to talk about the 2023 annual report. It is out. It is included with this e-blast, the digital version of that. So if you want to take a look at that, we do have copies in the office if you're interested. A few years ago, we stopped sending those, mailing those to everybody. So you have a digital copy in this e-blast, but then if you do want the hard copy, come to the office and you can pick one up. The annual report is basically a recap of 2023. Also included in that is the auditor report and financial statements from 2023, and then it also has our the annual drinking water quality report for 2023. And I do want to just make a statement there that anybody looking at that, you'll wonder about the violations that we know that we had in the water company that went back into 2023, but those are not on this report, and the reason for that is because those weren't assessed to us until 2024. So anybody looking at that report will see that those are not there, but that's the reason that is. Now next year's report will have all of those, since those were all assessed to us in 2024. But again, annual report, take a look at it. Some great memories of 2023 and everything that we accomplished last year. Next, I want to talk about the next proposition, and Proposition 3 this week is what I'll talk about. And what that is amendments to Bylaw 6.3, which covers dues, fees, and assessments. And what this is we're calling this the hardship proposition, and it allows management to work with members who are experiencing a hardship. And the bylaw currently states that we need to enter judgment in order to work with members and give them any type of payment plan, a special payment plan, okay? And this doesn't include the payment plans for dues. But what this does is, if somebody has a high water read and all of a sudden they have a $2,000 bill for a quarter where possibly they had a leak that they didn't know about, and they can't afford that leak, or that $2,000, if they come into the office and say, I'd like to pay you $500 today, and then I'll pay you $500 a month for the next 3 months to pay this off. According to our bylaws, we're not able to do that because we'd have to go out and get judgment, which means a civil complaint with the magistrate in order to get that, which is actually more money. It also delays us working with members, and this is when a member has a hardship that is unforeseen and doesn't, and they just can't handle it right away. But they want to make good on this. So this is a change to the bylaw that allows that. There's also language saying that management has the ability to do this right away, and then after doing so, we would take it to the board for their review. Okay, but rather than getting consent of the treasurer or the finance committee. And the problem with that is if somebody comes to us and says, I have money to give you today and I'd like to set up some sort of plan for this, if we have to say, okay, we have to go talk to the finance committee to get approval, and then we have to go to the board for approval, that takes time. And then by that time, that member might no longer have that money, or might have decided, no, well, they're just going to let this go and not pay it. So that's why the language is here. It gives us the ability to work with members who need the help just to take care of this. Again, it's a hardship. So that's why we're asking for this change. It's our goal is for members to pay their dues, and obviously if we can work with that member to get their dues paid quicker, or if it's a water company issue or whatever, that's why we're here, and that's what we want to do to help the members. So that's the reason for this. If you have any questions on this, we do have a JOT form where you can submit that to management. We'll answer that question for you, and happy to help. Obviously July 13th is the annual meeting this year, and then voting starts on the 13th at 11 o'clock and will conclude the following Sunday, July 21st at 5 o'clock. So, and again, website HFC Elections 2024 has information on our 3 candidates, and then all 5 propositions with information, videos, articles, anything you can there. So please check that out so you know about all the propositions and know what you're voting for when it comes to voting this year. All right, now let's go over to Zappy for the Public Works update for the week.
Thank you, Shaun. Hello, everyone. Mike Proctor, your Public Works Director here at Hemlock Farms. Water Department crews will be performing maintenance on faulty and weak valves in our system, along with replacing fire hydrants that are due to be changed out. I will have our Communications Department post the locations, date, and time of these maintenance schedules. Our leak detection contractor still has all of the purple section and half of the presidential section to finish. We are hoping that he will be able to give us some time the week before the 4th of July. If not, we will make arrangements for him to finish up after the holiday. I am pleased to report that he has found many service line leaks, at least 75% on our resident side and 25% on HFCA side. Residents have hired a private contractor to repair their leaks. Myself and our licensed water operators see the improvement in our daily totals. We are lucky that one of our water supply vendors offered to hold a class on leak detection at our facility. This will enable our water techs to search and determine leakage in our system in-house. DPW crews have completed the restoration of the area where the old playground stood for many years. They removed the remaining 2 structures, removed the ground border, along with the concrete footers and slabs that were the foundation of the structures. Lastly, they seeded and hayed the entire area. DPW also laid down a nice walking path from the footbridge on Basswood Drive to the pickleball courts. This will keep our residents out of the wet grass. Waco is 100% complete on pipe installation, head walls and paving of crossovers. They will be starting mainline paving sometime after the 4th. Everything on Waco's end but public safety's lot should be wrapped up by the beginning of August. Public safety will be completed by the end of September. Just a reminder, our weekly curbside trash pickup is Mondays. Please have your Morangi toter at the curbside by 7 a.m. Morangi will accept up to 95 gallons of household trash in their toters. If you do not use a toter, please call 570-775-7559 extension 323 to arrange a pickup. Next week we will talk about recycling here at HFCA. That's all I have for this week. Please keep hydrated and do not overdo it outside. Pace yourself and be safe.
All right, thanks, Zach. Appreciate that. Keep the guys cool this week. It's hot. Nicole, take it away.
Hey everybody, Nicole Pinesti, your Assistant Rec Director here at Hemlock. coming to you live from the backyard of the Youth Center because we're going to talk all things summer, including our slip and slide Saturdays starting tomorrow right here in the backyard. I may or may not have to jump in there after this because I'm pretty sure it's like 90 degrees right now, and tomorrow it's going to be just as warm. So in addition to that, we've got all the registrations still going on for the summer programs: baseball, tennis, pickleball, ballet, and day camp. We do still have spots available for all 7 weeks in day camp for all 4 levels. So if you're still interested in day camp and you have not yet signed up, you can do that in person in the administration office, and they are open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 4. So make sure you get on that because day camp starts next week, Monday, the 24th already. So make sure you get on that if you're interested in any of those programs. And if you haven't saved the date on your calendar yet, summer kickoff is Saturday, July 6th at Elm Beach. It's going to be starting at 4 p.m. We will have the firehouse there selling food and drinks. The youth center team will be there doing games for everybody. Billy Spanton Band is going to start around 5, and then our annual fireworks will be right around 9 o'clock when it gets dark. So plan on that. Save the date on your calendar. Saturday, July 6th, 4 o'clock, Elm Beach. Be there. And back to you, Shaun.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Heard you were supposed to go down the slip and slide this week. I went down the regular slide. Come on, don't let us down. That's all I've got this week. Reminder, just like Nicole said, summer kickoff 2 weeks away. Can't wait. Everybody have a good weekend.